You know, sometimes we build up moments so much in our own head that reality can't realistically live up to it. On my fourth day of the retreat, I decided to go to the set of the Interview with the Vampire TV show. It's one of my favorite TV shows, right? And I went thinking I would have this huge, emotional, dramatic moment. And that is not what happened at all. I had an entirely different experience. But it was a good one. And it taught me that sometimes the stories we tell ourselves, they can really have a huge impact on how we live and how we work.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Part of the reason I decided to go to New Orleans in particular was because of the Interview with the Vampire TV show. I really wanted to think about how stories impact our understanding of ourselves, but also the realities that we create. One of the main characters is constantly telling this story or this narrative that you can tell is being presented, but he is not fully aware of, that is actually limiting him and his ability to actually grow. And so I decided to go to the Gallier House, which was the location of their home. And when I first walked in, the people at the desk, it was Alan and Leah, they asked me, "Oh, like what brought you here?" And me feeling shame and embarrassment, I was like, I'm not about to tell these people I came here because of a TV show. I go through the tour. We're going through the house, and the house is essentially a story of this architect who he built his house to show how glamorous he could be and how glamorous his designs could be. But as you're going through the house, you start to learn that a lot of the stuff is actually fake,
What?
right? And so there's this whole story that he's like crafting about himself, his family, and his ability in order to create the reality that he wants. What you believe is sometimes more powerful than what actually is.
Hmm.
And then sometimes we choose stories to avoid shame and embarrassment,
Yeah.
not realizing that those stories are actually the limitation itself. Now, after I did the tour, I went back and I talked to Leah. And I was like, Leah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I came here because of the TV show. And Leah was like, welcome. She then started to tell me she was on set when they were filming. She gives me all these stories. I was on cloud nine.
Some of the stories we tell ourselves aren't helpful at all, not helpful to our life, not helpful to our work. But the important thing is we always have the opportunity to change those stories. Now, next episode, we'll talk about timing and patience. Ah, it's a good one.